This morning on Sunrise, say goodbye to those quarter pounders for now. McDonald's has taken them off the menu after the burger was linked to a deadly E. coli outbreak. We have the latest coming up.
Also this morning, the national effort to make sure unused prescription drugs don't end up in the wrong hands. We're going to let you know the local spot where you can turn in unused prescription medication this weekend. Plus,
well, guys, we're out here at the Moda Center for Game 1 of the season for Blazers Warriors. And I've always had a dream to play in the NBA. And first thing you got to do is be able to make an NBA free throw. Oh! Not yet. We'll have all the info coming up on KGW News at Sunrise, which starts right now.
Jeez. 6 o'clock hour of the Sunrise Show starts with a little defense.
Rejection.
Was that our photog?
Yes, that was
Shaq.
that was Thomas Schultz on the offense, and then Eric Patterson, our trusty Sunrise photographer, on defense, laying down the law.
But in Thomas's defense, there's no blocking of the free throw shot.
No, it was Eric's defense.
But Thomas would have made it. I think he's a contender.
Play with words here this morning.
Boys.
All right, enough of the sports for now. We will have that Blazers preview for you in a moment. But Rodney, a lot of people talking about the weather today.
Yes, we have the Winter Outlook coming up at 6:45. So good morning. I hope you stick around to find out my thoughts about the upcoming winter season. Right now, we've got a fetch of light precip to our south and also out east. You can see Portland's right on the northern edge of this flow of cloudiness. We are dry here locally. I think we'll stay that way. We're at 47. Cloudiness will kind of flow overhead and break up, so kind of a mixed bag of clouds and sun today. Slightly cooler than yesterday, at least later on. 54 at noon. Yesterday we made it to 62. Today about 59 for a high. Here's Chris.
Rod, we pick it up on the interstate bridge and a traffic alert right now on I-5 southbound. It looks like we've got a fender bender that has the left lane blocked on the bridge. You can't see it from this perspective, but you can see the backup. That's at SR 14. So traffic quickly starting to tie up around this. We'll certainly keep you posted throughout the morning. Behind door number 3 is the drive-through Tennisbourne. Highway 26 still looks pretty good right now. And a quick check of the drive on the east side. This is I-205 over near Killingsworth for some perspective at home. That is the southbound commute. That looks pretty good. Keeping an eye on that I-5 South Interstate Bridge situation. We'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Chris, let's get to our top headlines here at 6 o'clock. McDonald's has removed the quarter pounder from its menu after it was linked to an E. coli outbreak. That outbreak is affecting 10 different states, including Oregon. The CDC is reporting between 10 and 26 people have gotten sick. One person has also died. Infections were reported in late September and early this month. McDonald's says initial findings suggest that some of these illnesses are linked to onions from a single supplier.
The U.S. Department of Education Office for Civil Rights has launched a federal investigation into Portland State University over a flyer that was posted on campus. The Oregonian first reported on the anti-Palestinian flyers over the summer, equating supporters of Palestine with murderers and terrorists and referencing, quote, Muslim Nazis. The investigation is under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, or national origin. In a statement, PSU President Ann Cudd called the flyers derogatory and vile and said they were removed as soon as they were discovered. And in just a few hours, more than 32,000 Boeing machinists will vote on a contract deal that could put an end to the ongoing strike. The latest offer includes a 35% pay increase over 4 years, reinstating an annual bonus and a one-time company contribution of $7,000 to machinists' 401ks. Some union members say they'll vote yes, ending a strike that's lasted well over a month. Others say that they're holding out for the return of a pension. The union says if members approve the contract, machinists could return to work as early as Friday.
New this morning, Portland Police and the City of Portland are partnering with the DEA to get prescription drugs off the streets this weekend. So coming up on Saturday, they're collecting solid forms of prescription drugs and over-the-counter medications. It's all part of a National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, a day set aside to prevent medication misuse across the U.S. So you can drop off your unneeded medications locally at the Kelly Building on East Burnside this Saturday from 10 to 2.
The family of a man stabbed to death on a MAX train in Portland has filed a $1.6 million wrongful death lawsuit against TriMet. In March, 51-year-old Michael Brady was on his way home from work when police say another passenger randomly stabbed him. The suspect has a history of violence and mental illness and told police he heard voices in his head. The lawsuit alleges TriMet knew it had dangerous riders and failed to give Brady adequate warning, or else he would have found a safer way home. We spoke to the lawyer representing Brady's family.
But if you can't make the train safe, then you at least need to warn passengers that, if you're providing for a family or you need to live to see another day, you may not want to ride this train, or you may want to ride in pairs or take other safety precautions.
We reached out to TriMet for comment, but they told us they do not comment on pending litigation.
Authorities identified the 5 family members who were victims of a deadly shooting on Monday at a home in Fall City, Washington, east of Seattle. Mark and Sarah Humiston were shot and killed, along with 3 of their children. Our sister station in Seattle is reporting that the suspect is the couple's 15-year-old son. The teenager is in custody, but it's not clear yet if he'll be tried as an adult. He has been charged with 5 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted murder. A young girl did survive that shooting on Monday. She's being treated in the hospital. The court ordered the suspect to have no contact with that surviving family member. There's another hearing set for this Friday.
Surveillance video shared with KGW shows the moment someone broke into a Southwest Portland smoothie shop. Brush Bowls recently opened on Southwest Jefferson Street, and just a week after its grand opening, a thief broke in and within 30 seconds smashed the window, pried open the register, and took off with $250 cash. This all happened around 5 a.m. last Saturday morning, and then just across the street, Bold Coffee and Books, which opened earlier this month as well, was also broken into. In that case, the thief left empty-handed.
That really hurt, because we're trying to do something so good for the community. Feedback's been phenomenal, and then for this yahoo to come in and do that, it broke my spirit for a little bit.
We knew this was a risk. You know, this is not an unheard of thing that is happening in Portland right now.
Data from Portland Police shows that from January to August of this year, there have been nearly 3,000 burglary cases reported citywide. That's down from 3,400 cases this time last year.
All right, before we check in again with Rodney Hill, how about a Powerball update this morning? So the jackpot now stands at an estimated $478 million. If you want to take cash in hand after taxes, you're looking at about $220 million. There is still time to get a ticket because the next drawing is happening later tonight.
Rod Hill, would you take the cash option?
Yes. Yeah.
No question.
Yes. Now, the sad thing is I would take the cash option. I would give it to my family, and then I would have practically nothing left over.
Oh, he's so sweet.
And now, family man Rod Hill with your forecast.
Here we go. We have a frost advisory. This is up not for Portland proper, but much of the west side of Oregon for tonight into tomorrow morning. We may or may not see a few spots get down to freezing, but certainly that time of the year you need to think about bringing some things in, disconnecting maybe water to your sprinkling lines, outside hoses, that type of thing. The darker blue color out east is a freeze warning, higher confidence of course we've had freezing temperatures east of the Cascades, a whole fistful of mornings already. So here's what one of the weather models shows tomorrow morning. It puts Portland in the mid-30s, Salem nipping at 32, and also there could be near freezing temperatures out in the Tillamook area. So again, that's tonight into tomorrow morning, FYI on that. Now, we are chilly out there this morning in spots. PDX, one of the warmer locations at 47. We have 35 out in Hillsboro. You folks could get down to 32 tomorrow morning, right? Wilsonville's at 40. Salem 42, and McMinnville, another spot that has a chance to get down to about 32 tonight at 36 degrees right now. We have a fetch of cloudiness up top that's going to be moving on and kind of breaking up for the west side. We'll probably stay shy of 60 today, so 50s. Those clouds will be thicker, especially this afternoon out east, where there will be some light precipitation areas, and it'll be chilly day. A lot of you only in the 40s. Check that out this afternoon. Here's Portland 7-day, 59 today. All dry into Friday, 62 tomorrow, 64 Friday. Rain chances pick up Friday overnight. And then we still have what looks to be a washout of a weekend with rain much of the time on Saturday and Sunday. And those showers linger into Monday. Right now, I think Tuesday of next week is dry. And that's your update. Here's Chris.
Rod, we've got good news and bad news. The good news is that crash on the Interstate Bridge has literally just cleared within the last 90 seconds or so. The bad news is, as we show you the lineup here, well, that's where the crash was, but I can show you the lineup now extends back past Mill Plains. So this is easily going to take another 10 or 15 minutes to flush out. Be aware of that as you head south on I-5. We will head farther south on I-5.